What's up, everybody? How are ya? Sorry I'm late. I apologize. Give everybody a second to get on because I'm a slacker. Wednesday, say hi to everybody. Say hi, Wednesday. Say hi. Hello, Wednesday. Sorry I'm late. I apologize. What's going on, Elsa? Hey, Wayne. Oh, there's a story behind the shirt, Wayne. Trust me. What's up, Monica? Say hi, Wednesday. You're not too sleepy to say hi to everybody today. Show him your sweater. Just make Mike Shue angry because you're wearing clothes, because he hates that. Say hi. Yes, I know. Say hi. I shouldn't let you kiss me after what happened today, though. Should we tell everybody about how you threw up everywhere? Should we tell them that story? Yeah. So how was your day, everyone? Because mine was interesting. What's going on, Chuck? Hey, Debbie. No, I did not get crushed. What's up, Gomez? Hey, Ben. What am I drinking tonight? I definitely earned myself some Fernandez Sangria tonight. It was a day. Today was a day. So Wednesday's hanging out with me right now. I started my day today. I got up, took Wednesday outside. Then she proceeded to come inside and eat her breakfast and then throw up everywhere. So within 10 minutes of me being awake, I hadn't even had coffee yet. I was picking up vomit from this little nugget here, right? Right, Wednesday? Did you throw up all over everything today? Yes, I did. Yeah. And then she wanted to kiss my face, and she's been puking all day. So that's how I started my day today. So she obviously is feeling much better now and wanted to come and hang out with you guys tonight. So say hello, Wednesday. Say, like my Instagram page, Wednesday the Goth Pug. And I'll try not to puke on you. Look at that face, though. You can't be mad at her, even though she puked all over the place today. Look at her. Aww. Seriously, if I'm going to get stuck in the house, like having her to hang around with me, huge. All right, so I apologize for being late. I'm late because, remember the other day, I told you that I had a pipe burst in my basement and that I had to do some repairs down there? Well, that's where my running room is. Like, that's where I keep my treadmill that I use to train for the marathon and stuff. And the treadmill needed to get moved out of that room. And obviously, when I'm here by myself, that's a little bit difficult to do. So I had some quarantined friends come over. So I got to thank Scott and Matt for coming over, because they were like, you know what? We can help you move that treadmill. And it took all of our collective brains to figure out how to move it. And I was in the middle of trying to figure out how to move it with them. And I was like, oh my God, it's 8:30. I got to let everybody know I'm going to be late. So I got the treadmill moved, which is good. I still have all my fingers and toes, which is really good. And now I got my cocktail. So it's been a day. Moved the treadmill. Wednesday puked all over the place. I slept like absolute crap last night because I got talked into watching World War Z yesterday. And then I started watching that show, The Last Ship, that was on a few years ago. Like, I started watching it on demand because why wouldn't I just want to watch a show about the last Navy ship during a global pandemic and how everyone is dying? And then I couldn't sleep last night. I watched the news. I got all freaked out. I was up half the night. And then, this morning it was just a disaster. Thomas asked, how do I feel about the marathon being postponed? I've talked about it in other videos. I'm crushed for the first time, Boston Marathoners. Not because they moved it, because they obviously needed to, especially with all the international participants, but to train for the Boston Marathon anywhere near Boston, and I never really understood how hard that is until I actually did it myself, is that you have to run through the whole winter to get ready. And so, did you ever pass somebody in January that's out running and you're like, look at this friggin' hardo? most likely that person does not want to be outside running, but the idea of running 10 or 12 miles on a treadmill because they're on like a training program for the marathon, it's like they would rather die. Like I've run like 8 or 9 miles on a treadmill and it's just awful. It's just like you're just running forever and you're just in that room that at least if you get outside, the scenery changes and stuff. So I'm crushed for the first time marathoners because they're already nervous. I remember how I was this time last year. You're already nervous. You're worried if you trained hard enough. You're on, the running program, and you're definitely, if you're one of the charity runners, trying to raise somewhere between $6,500 and $10,000 to earn your bib. And you've got this whole plan in place with your team, and you're meeting every week, and you're, doing runs and stuff. And then all of a sudden, everything stops. So I guess for the charity runners, it's a good thing that it was delayed because it'll give them a chance to raise the rest of their money to earn their bib. But it's just going to be so hard because now they're going to have to continue to run and then ramp up their training in the hottest months of the year to get ready to run the marathon in September. So, I mean, I'm not mad about it. It's just I feel really bad for the runners. So, that just kind of sucks. But I know everybody says hi Wednesday. Everybody says hi. All right, so is today your birthday? If today is your birthday, cheers, happy birthday, and a happy birthday to Eric Clapton. So you share your birthday with Eric Clapton. Billy says you must miss skydiving. So there's an industry that you wouldn't think would get devastated by all of the social distancing stuff, but it is because of the planes and, dealing with the public, obviously, the close proximity of everything. The whole skydiving industry is just stopped right now, and it's devastating because, again, you wait through the whole cold winter. Especially for me, it's like the drop zone's supposed to be opening in April, and now it's not going to. Look at what's going on down there. Really, Wednesday. I know, everybody wants to see your sweater. I know. What? This is what it's been like all day. Say hi. Oh, she just licked my face. She puked all morning. Wednesday, can you just be nice? Just say hi to everybody and just be... Nobody wants to see your belly. Seriously. No, they don't want to see your belly. Trust me. I know these people. They don't want to see your belly. So happy birthday to everybody that is having a birthday today. Wednesday says happy birthday. Her birthday is coming up on the 11th. So we'll have to say happy birthday to her coming up in a couple of weeks. All right, so how are you guys doing? Now that I just went through my whole freaking day about how I didn't sleep and cleaned up vomit and moved a treadmill. And normally I have all of these notes and all of these things I want to talk to you about. And because it was so crazy around here today, I don't have, headbutting mama, says Eric. That's exactly what's going on. Can we all get Fernandez to show us his recipe? He watches these a lot, so I will see if I can get him to share his secret family recipe of his sangria because it's freaking delicious. I wanted to show you my shirt. I dug out another old school concert shirt for you guys. This is from 1988 when Queensryche opened up 2 back-to-back shows for Def Leppard at the Old Worcester Centrum in September of 1988. And I picked this one because I had tickets to the first show. My parents went out of town. I was in high school. And after the first show, all of my friends that I went with got tickets for the second show. And I was not supposed to go to the second show. And I went anyway. And because it was the week before my birthday, I got in so much trouble that my parents, stop kicking me, my parents canceled my 16th birthday party because I got into so much trouble. But I got this shirt out of it. So it's pretty cool. My old Queensryche Operation Mindcrime t-shirt. I love this shirt. I want to go back to work, says Heather. Wednesday, stop kicking everything. So can we talk about that for a second? Seriously, I know last night, we were talking about just mentally how hard it is to be stuck in the house, especially with a dog that, hey, I'm trying to have a serious conversation. And crazy dog over here. Will you be nice and stop sticking your butt in my face? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all the energy the pug had. Or she's just going to blow snots everywhere. But we were talking about just everyone's mental health and what it's like to be stuck in the house. And there are so many people, and trust me, I understand, that are laid off right now, that have never been laid off before, that have never been laid off before. And it's like people just wanting to go back to work. And like Heidi says, I miss my job at the hospital. My dogs are doing the same thing, says Elsa. See? Hey, most nights she's too tired to even want to hang out with you guys. I'm a retail manager and haven't had a day off in 2 weeks. Aloha, Carrie, says Mary. Yeah, I wish I was in Hawaii with you right now, Mary. Seriously. We're about to get attacked from behind. Look at her. Watch. Watch what she does. She purposefully will push all the pillows off the couch. And then if I put those pillows back, watch, she's going to do the end one now. Watch. This is seriously how I'm spending my day. Picking pillows up off the floor that my dog pushes back down. This is what she does. So when you talk to me about how you want to go back to work, trust me, I get it. Everything is closed, she said, in Hawaii. So I guess, if you're going to be in Hawaii and you can't really go to the beach or anything, it wouldn't be as much fun as I'd imagine it to be. Are you done? Are you done now? Can you be quiet so I can have a conversation with these guys right now? Will says, I've been laid off, been dealing with ADD since before it was a thing, so I am so lost right now. Will, I get it. I'll tell you what, not living downtown Boston, I've done that. I've lived in the suburbs. I've lived in the country. I am so glad that I'm not one of those people that lives in a little city apartment right now, especially in some of the European cities where they live in these really old little apartments. No wonder they're all out on those little balconies. Because I can't imagine not having any space to walk around. And in some places, they don't even want you to go outside at all. So the fact that at least we're, able to kind of move around a little bit, at least within our own yard and whatever. Yeah, Gabriel says, I am dying. The pooch is hilarious. She's the star of the show tonight. I don't know what's going on. So how are you guys handling the whole kind of stuck in the house, especially with the kids? I mean, I've got this nutball, but I can't imagine when you've got kids that you're used to being able to send to school every day and now they're home with you all the time. Do you have a new appreciation for your kids' teachers now? I bet you probably do. Heidi says, oh my God, my dog throws all of the pillows off our couch every day. Why do dogs do that? So let me know how you guys are kind of handling this isolation stuff and kind of being at home. I've talked about it before. I've had a bunch of great conversations with friends and have really been keeping in touch with everybody. But it is really, really strange to spend this much time kind of inside. The rain hasn't helped the last couple days. It's just been so gloomy and gray and kind of cold. Daniel says alcohol, lots of alcohol. Christian says stuck in the house with 3 dogs. Mandatory movies, Eric says, with my daughter. Now is a really good time to go and show your kids some of the old movies that you loved, like the Brat Pack movies and stuff growing up. Because, you're like, what else do you have to do, kid? Now we're going to watch some old school movies. Movies where the characters didn't have cell phones to be able to call someone and be like, hey, turn around, I love you. Movies where they still had to chase them down and to get them to stop from getting on the plane because I love you so much because they just didn't have a cell phone. Greg says it's 5 o'clock earlier and earlier every day. Terrence says, I'm depressed right now. The anniversary of my mom's passing is tomorrow. See, Terrence, that's exactly why we all need a reason. We need a reason to get together every day. And it's because you shouldn't be going through something like that by yourself. Going through these somber anniversaries, through illnesses. Heaven forbid right now you have a family member that actually tests positive for COVID and ends up in the hospital where you can't even go and visit them. These things are all really hard to go through, and to be socially isolated at the same time. Joe Shaughnessy says the teachers really miss their students too. I bet you guys do. You guys are used to being in the middle of a hornet's nest every day, where you are in a classroom with 25, 30 students, however many you have, and it's just a constantly changing environment. And to know that you guys are literally molding and shaping young minds of kids, and now to be home kind of in the quiet, that's got to be a really weird kind of downshifting thing for you guys. So Richard said, kids are older, but working on more stuff at home in the studio keeps me occupied late. Exactly. Wendy says, I need my salon lady. Let me tell you what, another week, and you are not going to want to look at half the women you know. They're going to not be at the salon getting their hair did. They're not going to be getting their nails did. Now is a good time to go on some YouTube tutorials and learn how to do some of these things on your own, or FaceTime your stylist and ask for help, because things are about to get real. And guys, same thing with you guys. You guys are used to getting haircuts every couple of weeks, and you're going to start getting all weirdness, and we're really going to find out if you really love the person that you are locked in the house with. You are testing that relationship because you're going to see them with no hair dye and no makeup and no barber shop, and whether or not they showered in the last 3 days. We were joking about it last night that there's going to be a earth-wide shortage of condoms because that factory in Malaysia closed that makes 1 in 5 condoms in the world, and they're already over 100 million in deficit from what they normally make. Krista says, my cat is driving me nuts. I'm tempted to get her a sibling, but the rest of the household would shoot me. Yeah. And Lou says, I need concerts. Trust me. Trust me, I get it. Lisa says, these nightly live videos are the therapy I need. I tell you guys every night that I look forward to these videos. It really does. Like, I look at the clock and go, oh, I haven't showered yet today. I better take a shower, because right now I look like a bridge troll. I can't go on the internet like that, because these videos will live forever. Dudes are going to look like Richard Marx in 91. Who said that? Because you need credit. Hold on. I got to scroll back. Oh, Christian Cohen. It's exactly right. Everybody's going to look like Richard Marx from 1991 with the shave. And hey, Mistress Carrie, thanks for being here for me right now. My mom was 62 when she died in 2007. That's Terrence. So we all need to send Terrence a little bit of love right now, because he's going through a hard time. And Tom says, I got no one and I'm all alone. Not true, Tom. You got all of us. Terrence will send some love your way. You can send some love his way. We're all in this together. You know, even if they're going to keep these social distancing restrictions on until the end of April, then we're all going to be here every night at 8:30 until the end of April. This is what it's going to take. So we just got to get through it. I mean, it sucks, but what's the alternative? You know, that we go out and get sick or get someone else sick that, you know, we didn't even know we had infected. And like I said the other night, I don't want to end up on a ventilator, and I don't want to end up taking a ventilator from somebody else that needs one. So I'm just keeping my ass at home with the napping dog, who has now burnt out all of her energy and is now unconscious for the rest of the night. So there you go. Margaret said, that lady can have one of my cats. I lucked out and got my hair done right before the self-isolation, but my nails are due to be done, says Ash. Trust me, I feel you. Like I said, YouTube tutorials, ask some neighbors, figure it out. I guess you can order some stuff on Amazon or go to CVS and get some stuff. We're all going to be amateur manicurists. The people that do our hair and nails, when this is all over, are going to laugh at us for the hatchet jobs we did to ourselves. Dina says, I haven't showered in 2 days. Well, you don't have to, because we can't see you, Dina. But trust me, if I didn't shower for 2 days, you guys would be like, as my boyfriend calls it, oh my God, look at her crazy Carrie hair. Because that's what it would look like right now. So I showed you my concert shirt. I want to show you guys my artifact from the war room. I brought this back from Iraq in 2006. It's like a little, I'll stand it up on my book here so you can see it. It's like a little container, and it came with 6 of these little cups. It's like, I'm trying to get it so you can see like the actual blue that it is. And I just thought it was really beautiful. And it's stone. And when I went to Iraq in 2006, my friends Jay and Tanya were getting married the day that I flew home from Iraq. And I wasn't able to make the wedding because I was still flying. And I missed the reception because I was still landing at Logan. And so I made it to the party after the reception. And I brought them back one of these as like a wedding gift. And after being in Iraq for 2.5 weeks, not showering, trust me, the smell, the Baghdad that was all over me, the crazy Carrie hair, the no makeup. I mean, you talk about social distancing. I was a mess. And I walked into their wedding reception and people were like, I mean, everybody knew where I was, but damn, I looked like a mess. But I just love this little, it's like a tea set, I think. And I just thought it was really beautiful. And the craftsmanship is really good. And I just was like, you know what? I wanted to have something that was made there that I could bring home and kind of have. And so I keep it on the shelf, and it just, I don't know, makes me happy and reminds me of all those guys I was over there with. And I also remember, you know, trying to figure out how we were going to get that stuff back in my suitcase without it breaking, and trying to wrap it. So I had to wrap it up in my old dirty clothes and whatever to keep all that stuff from breaking. And so then I presented Jay and Tanya with theirs as a wedding gift, and like was digging it out of my suitcase, wrapped up in my dirty socks. And so if Jay and Tanya are watching this, I know it's been years, but you may want to wash that stuff again anyway, just in case you haven't sterilized everything in your house as it is, because are we not washing everything every time? It's like I feel bad, but like somebody opens the door, I'm like wiping down the doorknob. We should all come on with crazy Carrie hair. We want to see it, says Will. No, it'd be a mess. Trust me, it's just not necessary. Like I said, you guys are the inspiration for me to actually bathe and comb my hair. I even brush my teeth. I have fresh breath right now, and you can't even smell it, but I do it for you. I did want to show you this because I read the comments the other night, and somebody commented and said, hey, we want to see your 2 different size feet, because nobody ever believes me, and I've told all of those stories, like the Corey Taylor story about him sucking on the toes of my little feet. So I wore my Kermit the Frog socks for you. So I'm going to spin this around. Yes, my heels are together. I have 2 different size feet. And I wore my Kermit socks so that you could see it. So there you go. Now you can see that I have a size 10 and a size 6. So all my friends always yell at me, like when I was training for the marathon, they would say, just 1 foot in front of the other. Big foot, little foot. Big foot, little foot. So there you go. Show us photos from the wedding reception. Sean, I would have to ask Jay and Tanya to dig those out. And it was the party after the wedding reception. And I walked in with like my Boston to Baghdad dirty tan t-shirt and the combat boots I was wearing. And it was a mess. Tony says it's covered in sangria right now. John Cook, it's not easy being green. Thank you for the Muppets reference. Monica, love the socks. Jeff, you have 2 different size feet too? How bad are your sizes though? Emily wants to know, how do you buy shoes with 2 different size feet? So let me tell you that story, Emily. So you can either go to a store and buy 2 different pairs and then take the ones you need, or I got to give some love to Nordstrom. Nordstrom has a company policy that if your feet are more than 2 sizes different, they only make you buy the shoes you need. So I can go in and get a 10 in one size and a 6 in the other, and they only make me buy that one pair. I don't know what they do with the mismatched ones, but they don't make me buy those. But Nordstrom is the only place I've been able to find that lets me do that. So I love you, Nordstrom, because you don't know the struggle is real when you have 2 different size feet. Annette says, thank you for wearing socks. I hate feet. That's part of the reason why, and I wanted to show off my Kermit socks, because I'm wearing Kermit socks around the house because I'm social distancing and I can. Lou says, right foot an 11.5. My left foot is a 7. Yes! Freaks unite. Lou says he buys 2 pairs. Yeah, or you could go to Nordstrom. I'm telling you, there's a little tip. For all of the, all I wear is Nike Cortez sneakers, only footwear that's comfortable enough, says Terrence. I'm telling you, I've been dealing with it my whole life. It's a giant pain in the ass, which is why I wear boots all the time, because it's just easier and it's more comfortable. William says, I hate my own feet. Teresa says, I love your Kermit socks. Thank you. I cannot do a Kermit impression, Tony. I'm not even going to try. But you know what, though? I do have the entire Muppet Show on DVD, and I might have to start busting those DVDs out and watching them because I'm stuck in the house and I have nothing else to do. So Tracy says she works at Nordstrom. Well, thank you, Tracy. I hope you're back to work soon, and tell everybody in the shoe department that they'll see me soon and that I love your shoe policy. I knew a girl with webbed toes, says Joshua. I have a feeling there's a story there. The only nice feet are baby's feet, says Drea. I might have to agree with that. I have a pair of the same glasses you're drinking out of. I miss your voice on the airwaves. Yeah, the skull glasses are awesome. I love these things. Greg Smith says, wow, you just made it cool to have odd-sized feet. Only you could do that. Hell yeah. Look, we're only getting out of here with this life, right? Hold on to it as long as you can, and don't be boring. So why would you want to have 2 different size feet? Why would you want to have 2 feet the same size when you could have 2 different size feet? Seriously. Ed says, my wife has webbed toes. Oh, God, Cameron, what's green and smells like bacon? I know the punchline to that. It's a dirty, sexy Kermit joke. Bye. Thank you for helping me move my treadmill.
No problem. Hello, world.
Hello. Say hi. No. Don't worry, I'll disinfect the whole house after you leave. Said I'm going to disinfect the house now. Because everybody's paranoid about getting the COVID. Thank you for moving the treadmill. It's been so long since we've had people in the house. It's kind of weird. My wife has marshmallow feet. I don't even know what the hell that means. I just purpled the gray out of my hair last night, and I'm still working, Annette says. Well, good luck with that. Thankfully, I got that treadmill moved because seriously, I was going to try and do it myself. And then you guys would have had cocktails in the war room with me trapped under a treadmill. And I would have been that jerk that had to call 911 and had the first responders in here in full hazmat suits with me underneath my treadmill. And that would have really sucked. Did they get sangria as a thank you? Tony wants to know. Yes, they did. Which means that I need to send the bat light out to Fernandez because this is the end of the sangria. I saved the last drops for you guys tonight. The struggle is real. It's the Heineken virus, he says. At least they got to see your ultra clean house. You know what, Sean? You're right. That's what we were talking about the other day, that everybody's houses are so damn clean right now and nobody gets to see them because you can't have company. So yes, he did get to see how clean my house is right now. So there's a witness, exactly. Brian wants to know, would you ever join Sirius XM? You know what? I'm looking for a job. I would have a conversation with anybody right now about what they would like me to do. And obviously with everything going on right now, I heard that the Sirius XM offices in New York aren't even open, that people are doing everything remotely. And so, you know, I guess I'll just kind of have to wait and see how things go once things start to clear up, which we obviously know isn't going to be until at least the end of April. No oranges in the sangria. There are, but everything's cut up. The Fernandez does it right. He cuts up everything small. And can you please get that sticker off the bottom of the glass? I didn't even know it was there. Thanks for noticing that. Isn't it funny how it's the littlest things that annoy the crap out of you, especially when everything is so high stress? All right, so let's look at our drink recipe tonight. Once again, I told you I'm a total slacker tonight. I did not have anything prepared. So I am going to read the recipe. I just opened the page to the multiple orgasm. We could all use some of that right now. an ounce of gold tequila. I like where it's going. 2/3 of an ounce of amaretto. 2/3 of an ounce of coffee liqueur. 2/3 of an ounce of Irish cream liqueur. An ounce of heavy cream. And 2 ounces of half and half. What is it with all of these drinks with all of the heavy like dairy in it? Like, you're just bloated. It says shake the ingredients, accept the tequila, strain into an ice-filled highball glass, and float the tequila on top and serve. And that's called a multiple orgasm. So there you go. Lou says, go for it. Do a podcast. Look, there's a lot of things that I'm trying to do. And trust me when I tell you, getting something new off the ground and trying to move forward in a career, it's not exactly easy to do right now when the entire friggin' entertainment industry is shut down and the whole world's on lockdown. So, yuck with that drink, says Suzanne. I know that one didn't sound very good, but I like the name of it. So I'm looking. So if the people at SiriusXM want to give me a call, I'm just sitting around picking up pillows that Wednesday drops on the floor. So I've got the time to have the conversation. Carrie, watch the video you made about your WAF office. Please tell us that you kept all of that awesome stuff. Absolutely, I kept it all. It's just all packed up in Rubbermaid tubs in the basement right now. Drea says, we made blueberry cobblers. See, I told you that you were never going to hear the word blueberry cobbler again without thinking about me being in Afghanistan at the massage parlor, which I didn't go to. We just went by it and laughed and went, blueberry cobbler. We are all behind you with whatever you want to do, says Terry. I appreciate that. And, knowing that you guys are so supportive and, haven't just ditched me since AF went off the air means a lot. I know Mike Shue feels the same way, and he's doing the Breaking the Ice podcast with Isaiah and Josh right now. And we're all still talking. Like I said, we're a family, and we all really miss each other. And, we're all just trying to figure it out. You just kind of get scattered to the wind and you're like, wait, what? But we'll figure it out. So stay home and make art, says Mike Dredd. If I had any kind of art talent, I would, but I have none. I ain't got none of it. I can't play an instrument, although my old clarinet from high school is downstairs in a closet somewhere. So maybe I'll go out on the front porch and serenade all of my neighbors with a rounding rendition of Let's Go Band from junior high school. I'm sure they would appreciate that. Being able to do this and see you, I will sure as hell take what I can get, says Ash. Well, Taryn says, I'm glad you're in the war room and I loved AAF. What is LB up to? Last I heard, he was just hanging out at home. Danielle posted a video of the Will stir the other day that LB sent her, and Will is so big. So LB is probably hanging out with Will. I know he was on with Hillman a couple of weeks ago and he sounded like he was doing good. One time at band camp, Jerry says, how about Cameo? I know a lot of people are starting to do Cameo. Somebody sent me a Steve Vai cameo the other day, which was really cool. So yeah, there's a possibility that I'm going to end up on Cameo as well. I'm just trying to figure it all out. Every day I go online and I'm reading about different technology and different things that I could do. And, I'm just trying to figure it out. Where is Stiz? Cindy wants to know. Stiz is still working for Hillman. So he's downstairs. Although he misses our Vegas trips together because nobody could go to Vegas with Stiz and make it as much fun as me. And he knows it. LA too. Dina says, you make my nights. Well, you guys make my nights too. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. So like I tell you every night, don't lick anything weird. Wash your damn hands. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see what I can do about the damn sticker on the bottom. Thank you to my friends that moved my treadmill. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy birthday to everybody that's having a birthday today. Stay healthy. Stay inside. Help each other where you can. And thank you to all of the helpers. You know who you are. All the medical staff, the first responders, the National Guard, the truckers, people in the stores, the package delivery people. You guys all rock and we love you. Good night.